Hello everyone, it's me, Mix2the and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So sit back and enjoy. You know what, guys? One thing you also need to appreciate about Ocarina of Time, at least in my opinion, is the ambience. Listen to the ambience right now. Like, you can hear the birds, the crows, you can hear the cow in the background sometimes, you can also hear the windmill the entire time. That's actually pretty nice, it gives off a very nice atmosphere. That's something in general, like, Zelda games actually really get, like, the entire ambience thing. Especially during nighttime. Nighttime usually in Zelda games is when everything is quiet. Now, heroic music does play or so. Like, another example of that would, for example, be Wind Waker. Wind Waker also has a lot of good ambience. And then, of course, there's like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, who are basically completely ambience. Which does also, of course, have like its like advantages and disadvantages, but it's definitely executed well in those games. And like in this game here as well. I appreciate that. But yeah, anyways, we need to continue to do some side business here and there. We want to complete the mask quest as well as some other stuff we still have to do before we transition to the adult era. I start by talking to this guy. We have 30 Sculptor tokens by now, which allows us to get the Giant's Wallet. What a huge wallet! Now you can carry up to 500 rupees. Nice. Cool, we can carry a lot of money now, which is something we don't really ever need. I think there's not a single piece of... Like not a single item in the entire game that requires you to have that much money. But hey, at least we can carry a lot of money now. I still need a bunch of money in order to pay for some magic beans. But I also know that I will get some money soonish. Since I'm about to sell the bunny hood. The bunny hood is the next mask in line. And also the one that concludes the entire mask side quest and unlocks the remaining masks. I think the idea behind the bunny hood is, once you sell it, is that it always completely fills out your wallet. You get max money once, basically. So I use the opportunity to once again pay for some beans here. And then we should almost have them all. I can get 2 more, which is 70 and 80, I think. Maybe. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I like that it has the chomp, chomp, chomp. Makes it clear that he is just eating them and he like advertises them as like super rare and stuff. Oh no, no, 80 already. Cool. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Do you want magic beans? They aren't cheap, but do you still want them? Can't let them go for less than 90 rupees a piece. A piece, okay. I think there's actually a way to write this, right? Like a piece, not a piece, but a piece. I think that's... Is that like correct? I'm not sure about that. Could be a typo. I'm gonna look this up now. Is a piece like a legitimate word? Wait a second. We have the technology, so it would be dumb to not use it. A piece. A piece is actually a word, apparently. Yeah. Okay, I thought as much. Of course. But yeah, I wasn't sure about that. And there are also some locations we still need to visit before we go to Adult Link, to Temple of Time. I might also want to show you how to skip Door of Time. That would also be interesting, maybe. But that can also come with some dangerous side effects, so I probably will not do it. Although I'm tempted to do it. I haven't done Door of Time skip in a long time. Since the randomizer does never require you, at least with my settings that I always use, it does never require you to do stuff like that. That was bad, I did not jump properly. I think I only need 20 rupees anyways. Come on, blah, 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 blah. Don't want to talk to you guys. Thank you. Okay, tuk. Great, you sold it. Please pay me back my 30 rupees for the spooky mask now. Payment received. Oh, I think, yeah, you know that in Majora's Mask he has like this angry face. When you tell him that you did not get Majora's Mask back, for example. I think he also does it here in this game. If you like did sell the skull mask, return to him and do not have enough money to pay him back. I think that's also what happens. I think that's the thing. But yeah, Bunnyhood is 50 rupees. Okay, yeah, I also need to talk. Yeah, okay. I also had to pay for the spooky mask, of course. Completely forgot about that. Too bad though that I cannot try that anymore because we did already sell. I would need to get rid of all my money. How do I do that? I don't think that's something I can do. Because getting rid of 500 rupees is not easy. I'm thinking of a strategy for that. How can I get my money away? How can I pay stuff? How can I lose money quick? And here, Bunnyhood. And the cutest mask in the entire game. Too bad though that it does not have like the cool side effect it has in Majora's Mask. I borrow it, I don't need to... That's how borrowing works, yeah? You don't pay for it, you just borrow it. Yeah, okay, that's something. Nice, I have some ideas how I can get rid of money. Yeah, okay, but yeah, we want to bring the Bunnyhood to someone who is interested in the Bunnyhood. I can already equip it, I can like equip it here, it does not do anything, and Link does not walk any faster. Could also go to the ranch right now. Ah, come on, while we're at it, let's go to the ranch. Unless if it is turning nighttime. If it's turning nighttime, I actually might want to pursue my Bunnyhood business first. I could also just walk backward. Like a Lon Lon ranch as Bunny Link. Actually at dusk, okay. Sometimes it's hard to spot like what time of day it is. I think the lighting on Hyrule Field sometimes does also not line up with the lighting here in non-time passing areas. What does he say to Bunnyhood? Show it to me later, okay? Mumble mumble instead of grumble grumble. Okay, we can do this minigame here that rewards us another bottle. We could have come here right after we went to Zelda, but... Nope. How about a little game? We need to find the super cuckoos among the other cuckoos, which is kind of easy. Because you just need to pick them up and... You basically just pick random cuckoos up here and get the item. Okay, 10 rupees to play, start looking. Okay, just remember that they fly roughly and pick up like cuckoos and hope that you pick up the right ones. And that one fell through the floor, did you see that? Weird. And yeah, that's the last one. You can also see, or you can also distinguish the super cuckoos by the way they move around. They are much faster than the other ones. Wow, did you see that? I think I legitimately make the second super cuckoo fall through the ground. It just did fly up to the sky. Did you see that? Wow. You found them all. Come on over here. Like, if I can find 3 spiritual stones, then I can also find 3 super cuckoos. How'd you like to marry Marlon? Yes. Har har! I was just kidding. Just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Har har har! Okay. I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll probably be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want. Oh yeah, you can buy milk here. That's also something I've never done. But yeah, we got milk, and now we can do the Super Smash Bros. Taunt. Nice. This milk is very nutritious. We can also use it 2 times. 5 hearts per drink. Cool, nice. And yeah, we also get a bottle. Nice. And the last bottle will actually take some time before we get that one. But hey, nice. What happens if I talk to him again? I can buy Lon Lon, I can do it again. What happens if I do it again? Do I get another reward or so? Like, probably money if anything. Not you. Not you, not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. You, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, what do I get? I get Lon Lon Milk again. Oh, you get it for free if you... Apparently you get it for free. Okay, I got 2 Lon Lon Milks now. Nice. What a weird staircase. You need to climb half the staircase before you can go up here. That's funny. Okay, that's where they live. Only 1 bed. Talon is sleeping down there. Marlon, that's actually Marlon's bed. I just stepped on it. Pretty big bed, isn't it? Okay, I mean, young Link is of course pretty small, but... Oh, yeah, a lot of money here as well. Okay, I hope Talon doesn't mind that I just broke all the pots in his home here, so let's get away from here before he notices. I mean, he's sleeping all the time anyways, so we should be fine. Okay, Lon Lon Ranch again. Let's talk to Ingo. I can't believe that. I, the great Ingo, am working on this dump of a ranch. Because the owner is so lazy, I always have to do all the work around here. I, the hardworking Ingo, should be in charge, not that lazy bum Talon. Okay. A lot of cows here. Nice. Okay, but all of this is not the main attraction here. Rather, what I want to do is, I think I want to talk to Marlon right now. I think that should be fine. It's a little bit important that I consider where I want to change time of day, or when I want to change time of day, because I will get teleported back to where I entered the area. And if I do that, like, kind of in the wrong location, I have to move around a lot, and that's just annoying. So I can be a little bit more considerate here. But yeah, Marlon introduces us to the horse here, which is Epona. And Epona's afraid of us. What should we do? Okay, let's play a song. Let's play a song. I need to talk her multiple times, right? Let's sing together. Yeah, there we go. Like, that's something I always, like, screw up here. You need to talk to her 3 times before you can actually play. But yeah, we get Epona's song, which allows us to summon Epona as adult. I think here as well, but like only on Lon Lon Ranch she will come for you, but of course not rideable in any form or shape, or like outside the Lon Lon Ranch. You've learned Epona's song. I would also like to see if I can get... And the owl. Why does the owl always have to appear? Always ruining the moment. And look at this. Suddenly Epona likes us. Ha, who's chasing whom now? Okay. Can I see a Bruges? No, not quite. You can kind of see it, it's Bowser. She has a Bowser Barouche there. But yeah, what does she say about my bunny hood? Does she say something about that? Hi, fairy boy. What? You think you're in disguise? But it's so obvious who you are. Okay, nice. Okay, that's great. That's a good line. Okay, now we want to go all the way to the silo over there. Because that's where some additional items are. Namely a piece of heart. And then there are also some skull fillers we need to get here. So let's get this over with. And a lot of these skull fillers here can only be reached with boomerang. That's why I waited to go here until I got the boomerang. Also, by the way, you can do the same trick as when you did, like, look here with the graveyard. You can do the same trick here. Like, check out, when you checked out that piece of heart at the graveyard. The bean piece of heart in the crate. Also, once again, useful in randomizer if you want to take a look what this item is, and then you can find out whether or not it's a good idea to push or pull that crate of milk there. How many hearts do we have now? That was our 10th heart. Oh, I thought we already had 10, okay. Okay, now we want to play Sun Song. Because now we spawn here at the silo again and not somewhere completely random. Like at the beginning of the range or so. Because one Skulltula is over there. There's also another thing I need to do here. Also, those guys are called Guai. At some point I called them Toki or Takuri. Takuri is the bird from Majora's Mask that steals your stuff. And those guys are Guais. I would like to kill a lot of them, because then I can trigger something special. I'm not good at aiming with the slingshot. If I kill a bunch of Guai here, it will at some point spawn a big one. And that one is kind of unique and I want to show him off. I think the Guais here spawn virtually endlessly. But at some point a big one will show up. Is it that one over there? I think we already have... Yeah, no, I think that's a small one. Is it? Guy looks so big, I'm not sure if it's him or not. I think the big one also directly attacks you. Of course, you can listen to the enemy music to discern whether or not one is approaching. I think you might need to kill 10 Guai here. Nice one. And then the big one should show up. Nice. That can also be done in different locations throughout the game. I think as adult you can also go to Lake Hylia and do that. Dude. Navi, thank you. Oh, I think, is that him? Yeah, that's him. That one is big. Look at this huge boy. Looks kind of scary because he's so big. Look at him. You can see that the eyes are like on the other side of his beak as well. Doesn't have any special notice here, it's just a GUI, destroy it before it flies into you. Also doesn't take any more hits, but he drops 20 rupees at least. Yeah, like I said, that can also be done in different occasions. Desert Colossus might also work, I think, but there are only 2 GUIs there, but I think they also respawn. Lake Hylia, definitely, I did already do it at Lake Hylia at some point. And I think there might also be another location somewhere. And something similar can also be done with different enemies, as Stell Children, for example. Star Children, on Hyrule Field. That's something I need to show off. It's also kind of interesting because if you like hack the game and do some shenanigans, you can like do some funny stuff with that. And also levers later on also have some big variation to them when you kill enough of them. Okay, I think this is the last Skulltula here. That should conclude Lon Lon Ranch here. Let's take a look. Yeah, Lon Lon Ranch got the icon. Perfect. Like, otherwise, we do not have any icons yet, because Adult Link Skulltulas also count towards that. But it's nice that the game at least gives you some kind of indication whether or not you got all the Skulltulas in an area or not. You do not want to bother with these Stell children right now. I want to find a certain person who's running around Hyrule Field. I think he runs around the area near Gerudo Valley, if I'm not mistaken. The question just is, where is he? Maybe he also just spawns during daytime or so. There he is. Ah, there he is. That's the guy we're searching for. It's Runner Guy. Okay, this guy will not talk to us. We actually need to wait until it's nighttime, then he will stop. And this guy's our client for the bunny hood. Oh. Come on, settle down, buddy. Ah, does he not wait? Come on. I thought you had to make it nighttime for him to rest. Ah, there we go. He actually waits on the path here, because now Stelchildren do spawn on the path. You can hear the voices. Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from the animal of legend. I don't care how expensive it is. Please sell it to me. Yeah? My long-time dream. Ah, returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, stage, and prop have been united. Ah, it's a 50 rupee mask, but he paid you a crazy amount of money for it. More money than you can count. Okay, I think this is like an auto-fill off, yeah, your wallet, basically. If you have 0 rupees, it will give you 500. Yeah, look at this. Come back to the mask shop and pay back just 50 rupees of this money. And that's basically the ultimate reward of this, that you get like full money. Except the masks, of course. Also interesting how he veers that. Like, Link does actually veer it on his head, and he actually places the eyes where the eyes are. Makes you wonder whether or not that's actually how it's intended to be worn. And if like someone at Nintendo like did like screw up the model for Link or so, I wonder. Because it would make sense that the eyes actually are where the eyes are. I don't know if I should be happy or sad, okay? Anyways, that crazy guy gave us a lot of money. Nice. I could do the Stelchildren thing right now. Okay, we want to kill a lot of Stelchildren and then eventually a big one appears. The easiest way to kill those guys is by storing a jump slash and then use crouch steps. And then they die in one hit. I don't have enough time, nah. Look at him. Look at him there in the back. Oh, big one. Here we go. Okay, that was a big one. Look at the guy in the background. Nice. But yeah, you did see there was one big stealth children right there. One big stealth child. And yeah, that one also appears like the guys if you kill enough of them. The thing is, if you use sheet devices and like create an infinite night, you can spawn more and more of those big ones, and each time you spawn a big one, it becomes progressively bigger, which is funny. So eventually you have like this giant stealth child you fight, if you have like an infinite night. That's kind of funny. But yeah, good music. The classic Gerudo Valley music. Now this is a cult classic. And view this as a teaser. We will not hear it for long because I'm about to turn it nighttime almost immediately. But we will hear more of that later, of course. There's not much stuff you can do here as child, but there is some unique stuff you need to do. And this skull teller is one of them. There's also a bean patch here. As well as a piece of heart and another piece of heart. Let's try to get all of them. Okay, we want to get this cuckoo here. And we want to fly over there somewhere. Yeah, over there where the crate is. I could also have talked to the Gerudo, but nah. Okay, we want to wait until we land here. Okay, we want to roll against the barrel now that breaks it. Then we want to grab the cuckoo again before we grab the item, because otherwise the cuckoo runs away, and that's not what we want. So we want to do it like this, grab it again, okay. Place this again, careful, be fast, and pick it up again, okay. And if you do that correctly, we have the cuckoo still, it did not run off the cliff here, and we can jump over here and continue to do more stuff. You can already see the bean patch. We can let go of the cuckoo here, ouch. We have this random Gerudo warrioress here. Why did you come all the way down here? What? You were just about to ask me the same thing? Well, now that you're down here, you may as well make the best of things, okay? Yeah, what are you doing here? With the cow, no less. Like, did you fall down the bridge or so? I'm not sure what you're doing here. I wanted bugs. I think that might be too far away. Let's see. I don't know, close enough. And we do actually get more Gerudo Valley music. I thought I would be faster here, but nope. Okay, we did plant the bean, we did get the sculpture, that's the most important thing. That bean might be one of the most unnecessary ones in the entire game. The only thing that bean does is allow adult Link to go back up again when he falls down here. Which is not really spectacular, to be precise. Okay, next up we want to climb up here. Because we find another piece of art here. Behind the waterfall. Cult classic. Cool. We want to jump down here. And we will see where this takes us. It will take us back to Lake Hylia. Also, one thing I never mentioned, if you are in water, if you mash B, you actually swim faster. I can show that off when I'm at Lake Hylia. I think that's a good way to show that off. Like, once we are in calm water. And this guy's not interrupting us. Okay, you just stay here, okay? Okay. Okay, you can see if I swim like this, like it swims like this, and once I start meshing B, you can see that it's slightly faster. Once again, for comparison, now B, and B, 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 B. It's slightly faster, it's a little bit hard to notice, maybe, but it is actually faster if you mesh B. Okay, I want to double check quickly whether or not I did plant a bee in there. Yeah, okay, I did. Perfect. Okay, next up, we want to voluntarily talk to the owl, which is something that I don't say every day, but we want to talk to the owl now. What are you doing? You've come a long way to get up here. ... You should look at the map, subscreen sometimes. I did not get lost, dude. Think, this is a beautiful lake full of pure clear water. At the lake bottom, there's a water temple used to worship the water spirits. The Zoros are guardians of the temple. Woohoo! Zoros come from Zoros domain in northeast Hyrule, an aquatic race. They are longtime allies of Hyrule's royal family. I hear that only the royal family of Hyrule can enter Zoros domain. ... Woohoo! Or if you have a cuckoo. I'm on my way back to the castle. If you want to come back with me, hold on to my talons. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to get the taxi here, basically the owl taxi. Because as Gabora said to us, he flies back to Hyrule Castle. And that's where we want to be. Whoop. Because it's becoming nighttime, I can quickly show you how you are supposedly supposed to get to the rupees here. Supposedly supposed to get. That's a sentence. And because the idea is you wait here until it's nighttime, then the bridge will raise. And then what you can do is, you can actually move along the bridge here. And then you can get the rupees. Like all 3 of them. Also you can fall into the ground. It's nighttime. Do I want for it to be nighttime? I think we can actually... Yeah, I think we can actually do stuff. First off, Richard, guys, Richard. We want to find a specific dock here, and the dock is this dock here that is hiding behind the counter there. And we want to take this dock to this house over here, in the back alley. I want to talk to her. She is very relieved that we found Richard, and we get a piece of heart. Nice. Okay, now I want to spend some money because I want to get rid of money and see what the Happy Mask salesman says. We can do that in the bomb shoe shop here. Welcome, hello. This is also kind of required, I would say, for 100% because you can only buy each bomb shoe here once. So let's buy stuff here. How do I do that the most elegant way possible? I think if I want buy with 180, that's a bad idea. Bomb shoes are also fun as an item. Probably the most important item in a speedrun. Sold out. They're temporarily out of stock, okay. But yeah, bomb shoes are a great speedrun item because they are very unique explosive that allow you to do a lot of weird shenanigans if executed right. Like most stuff in the game, to be honest, but yeah, bomb shoes in particular are very important in speedruns. The most important applications of bomb shoes are the utility that you can use, what's it called, hessing. You can hess quite easily with those guys, especially. Okay, I got 200 left. I think that should be fine, right? I'm thinking about how I can get rid of my money. I have an idea. And we have 40 bomb shoes now. I think we can carry 50 at max. And that's a capacity that can never increase as well. It's not dependent on your bomb bag. Link carries those separately. But yeah, while we are also here, we can also quickly do this. Bombshoe ally. And we got a dog. Nice. I think that's a bad thing though. Isn't the dog blocking my bombshoes or so? Let's hope for the best, and let's hope it's not the case. A customer or... Yeah, okay. 30 rupees, let's go. And there are 2 rewards here we need to get. Let's hope we get one reward we need. Piece of heart, that's good. Okay, the idea is we have 10 bombshoes, we need to hit the holes here on the wall. And as you can see, we have some obstacles here. The first one is fairly simple, just be careful of the blade trap there. And time it right, and yeah, that one is already done. And the second one is already more complicated because we also have this cuckoo now, the small cuckoo here now. And one thing you can do here is, there's a specific setup you can use that makes you, like, that puts you in perfect alignment to, like, score all the ones that are on the line with avoiding all the all the, like, obstacles here. But the idea is you want to position yourself like kind of like this, and then the bombshoe travels on the wall, and if you align yourself correctly, it should travel into the hole there. If you don't use the setup, like I said, there is a setup for this, you need to eye it like I do right now. But this positioning looks actually kind of promising. You want to do the same with this, so let's see if it works, if I have a good angle for this. Might actually overshoot, yeah, definitely. Maybe this. That looks promising. Now also too high. Hey. Only 2 bombshoes left, I'm running out of stuff here. Boom. Okay, this is not great. Let's try it like this. Oh, that looks promising. No. Okay, maybe like this. Last one, let's hope for the best. That's way too high. No. Okay, and that's where the annoyances start, because now I need to hope for the best that I get the piece of heart again. And I get bombs. That's basically the stupidest thing you can get here. If you don't get what you want, you just do this and hope that everything explodes and you run out of bombshoes real fast, because then you can restart almost immediately again. Okay, okay, the bomb bag is the other item I want to get here. I should look up that setup. I should definitely look up that setup. So let me quickly check that. Okay, the setup actually looks quite simple. I think all I want to do is align myself with the wall here. I want to keep the Z button pressed because then I'm in like this like normal strafing mode. And then I want to pull out a bombshoe and I want to wait until it explodes. I keep holding Z, by the way. And that was not it. Maybe I want to move further back. Let's see if that works. Maybe I need to let go of that too. That could also be the case. Okay, now I'm in this position. I hope the dog did not do anything to me. Okay, once I'm in that position, I think you need to release Z. You just want to pull out a bombshoe, then you want to release Z, and then you are in this position, in this angle. And then you want to hold Z and you want to move over to like the 4th bar here. And then you simply do this and you should have a perfect alignment for like all the holes here. If you manage to get into the bombshoe ally as adult, I think the setup is different, but yeah, here we go, winner. I'm not sure how much the dog can screw you up here, but yeah, nice. I like that the bomb bag was just silver, now it's golden, because we have the biggest bomb bag now. We want to play again, but we don't have enough money. That's a little bit bad, but not too bad. 30 rupees is actually kind of expensive. Let's go over here and let's see what the Happy Mask Salesman says when I cannot pay him back. I wonder. I already have Ocarina. This also allows us to see this animation from this angle, which is interesting. Yeah, first off, I saved the dog. But yeah, first off, masked salesman, and then I get money. With the usual strategy, of course. Oh great, you sold it. Please pay me back 50 rupees for the bunny hood now. What, you don't have any money? How dare you! You better bring me my money, or else. Oh, whoa. He also throws me out. Wow. Nice, that's perfect. Okay, can I sell my milk? Can I sell my milk? Let's see. Nope, we are just doing the taunt. Okay, but yeah, yummy milk. That's why they changed it in Majora's Mask, that you have like this trade interact screen, kind of. Yeah, bombs and bombs, boomerang, but it's weird on that button. Never mind. Okay, let's better get the money for the Happy Mask salesman before he kills us or so. You never know what that guy's capable of. The Happy Mask Salesman is a great character, side character. You cannot really read him. Was a weird angle, okay. He doesn't seem immediately hostile, but like you know that he's shady. Yeah, that's how you farm money here, by the way. That's also probably the quickest method in the entire game. Once again, weird angle, and I did not even take fall damage, huh? Okay. Okay, I think I should have enough money for everything I need to do right now. Let's pay our debt before something bad happens. Long. Any comment that I did not pay you last time? Oh yeah. Very well done. I knew I could trust you. As a reward, I will lend you this special mask. This is the Mask of Truth. It is a mysterious mask passed down by the Sheikah. With this mask you can see into other people's minds. It's useful, but scary. Why is it scary? You may found as you grow older and discover the true meaning of life. Holy shit. Ho ho ho, okay. Okay, we also unlock more masks. We also unlock the Zora, Goron and Gerudo mask. Just have faith. Okay, but yeah, we want to stick with the Mask of Truth because that mask is actually important. Also, while I'm here, let's quickly do Bombshoe Bowling Ally before I forget about it. Okay. Easy, just play the song. Oh yeah, I'm here again. I warned you about it. Always be careful and considerate where you spawn when you play Song of Time. Song of Time, almost Song of Sun Song here in those areas. Okay, please, piece of heart. Let's not be piece of heart, but I take the money anyways. Okay, let's see if this setup is as reliable as I make it out to be. Pull out a bomb. She wait until you take damage. You don't even need to target. Target is only a no, yeah, okay. You want to go back because because otherwise you align yourself with the wall. That's the thing. Okay, I see. Okay, walk a little bit back. Wait until the bomb shoe explode. You have this angle. Press Z button. Move over to like this, and then release bomb shoes and wait until everything explodes. I need to get a little bit closer. And then, yeah, you practically can just do it without much issues. You don't need to deal with the cuckoos. Like this minigame can become quite infuriating if you do it normally because the cuckoos just move around so randomly. And they always move then when they are like perfect in the way. Dude. Girl, whatever. I don't want your stupid money. But hey, let's do it again, just so that I get some practice. Might have been... no, not too early, okay. Oh, I overshoot. Need to go a little bit back. There we go, easy. Winner! By the way, this minigame is always like an example I use for like if I want to like prove or like want to like explain why like the universe of Zelda is not medieval for me. Oh, this is different now, but I think the setup should still work. But yeah, this thing can also be in different locations, by the way. But yeah, this minigame is always something... I press target, which is stupid. And this minigame is something I like to use as an example to debunk the idea that like the world of Zelda, of Hyrule, is like medieval in nature. Because it's actually not the case. It's not really like the Legend of Zelda universe is not really like fully fledged medieval for me. Of course, the overarching idea is medieval, but there are just like some certain things that like are not really medieval at all. For example, this, we have like those neon lights and everything. I think that's also something that is like very characteristic of the like world of Hyrule and the Zelda universe as a whole. Like it is medieval, but at the same time it has like a lot of like modern touches and stuff. There we go, piece of art. Like there are a lot of like sophisticated minigames in this. Like the existence of minigames at all is something I do not like really like. That does not really like feel medieval to me at all. Oh, this is new. Okay. I think I need to do this normally. That should be simple enough. But yeah, like the universe of the Legend of Zelda is not really medieval for me. Like it's a little bit more complicated than that. Like it has its own like touches. It's more like I would actually call it more like Final Fantasy, where like Final Fantasy also has like a lot sometimes of medieval influence, but then at the same time has like a very huge amount of like sophisticated technology and stuff. I think that's also one thing why people generally, or like in general, don't like the voice acting for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. The English voice acting, don't like them as much. I think that's because like the English voice acting tries to mimic like this, I like to call it like this like Camelot English charm, which is like very generic medieval, and that's simply not the Legend of Zelda. I think that's what I not really would like see fitting for the Legend of Zelda. I think that's like a huge part for why people might not like the voice acting, the English voice acting, at least for Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. At least that's the conclusion I arrived at. And that's also the case for me. By the way, we have this minigame here, and this minigame is something you are not supposed to win right now. This is the treasure chest minigame. The idea is we get a key here, we traverse to the next room, and then we are presented with a choice. We can open this treasure chest or this treasure chest, and we can either get money, or we can get a key and progress to the next stage. And after we do that 5 times, we do get the main prize here, which is a piece of art. Of course, if we do that like totally random here, we have a 1 in 32 chance that we actually win this. We are a loser now. Like this, we were not very lucky, and we did not hit the 50% chance here. And yeah, doing it like this is not really reasonable. Of course, you can do it if you brute force it. I'm gonna give it 2 more tries. But yeah, it's completely random, and there's a way to cheat the system here. Yeah, once again, no luck. Those keys are also never in the same location, so you cannot memorize the pattern here. It's just 100% random. With the 1 in 32 chance to win this. I always want to say 32%, but that's absolutely not the case. Yeah, 3 times loser, okay. And just to prove how rigged this game is, I'm gonna play it one more time and pick the other chest now. And watch as it is another green rupee. Just watch it. Hmm? Yeah. Told you so, told you so. Okay, nothing can do. We will return later for this. Cool, I think that actually concludes matters here at the market. We got the Mask of Truth, which is important. We want to return to Kokiri Forest right now. Because that's where we need to take the mask. We do not continue the mask trading sequence with that, but we do get another reward for that. So, the best thing to do right now, we can actually get one more thing. Wait a second. One more thing before we save and quit and return to Kokiri Forest that way. We can go and visit the Great Ferry here at Hyrule Castle. I think in general, nah, we don't need to pay Hyrule Castle a visit. We will do so later when we get Song of Storms to get the one Skulltula. Also, by the way, Mask of Truth, the purpose of Mask of Truth is to talk to Gossip Stones. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that if you get close to a butterfly while holding a deku stick in your hands, something good will happen. And that's something I also need to show off at some point. Thanks for telling me and reminding me. I can do that, okay? And I no longer have the mask equipped. I think that's different compared to Majora's Mask. I think if you have a mask equipped, you cannot like put something on that button. Oh, yeah, you saw Bombshoe in action, pretty nice. We will use more of them later. But not right now. Bombshoes are also never mandatory. They are a completely optional item. But they are very fun. This place also has an echo effect, which makes her laugh even more scary. Yeah. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. Okay, we get a second magic spell. The third one will take a while before we get that one. Yeah, baby. We get Din's Fire. Which only means we are missing Nairu's spell. But yeah, Din's Fire is actually kind of useful and also kind of mandatory. I think at least when it comes to like how like stuff is intended in this game, Din's Fire is a mandatory item. So it's important that we picked that one up. Hyrule Castle, it's turning daytime again. I'm gonna stand here and I can come on, I show you quickly what it has, what the secret with the butterflies is here. I think there's a better location, yeah, over here. So if we pull out a deku stick and are near a butterfly, and wait a little bit, you can see that the butterfly follows us, and if we slowly move then and make the butterfly continuously follow us, the butterfly turns into a fairy. And that's how, like, what that secret meant. Speaking of fairy, Navi, let's go check inside the Temple of Time. Cool, okay, but not now. We still have to do a little bit of stuff and then we go to Temple of Time. So yeah, look forward to that. I will save and quit now and we see each other in Kokiri Forest. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Until then, take care and goodbye.